This is me in 1982 when I was a rocker. Listen to Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden. This is me now. Let me tell you a little story about my cancer. 2014, I was doing a show, getting ready for a show.
What kind of show?
It was the DJ's first show.
So what is it?
Bodybuilding show.
Okay.
March, I found a lump on my neck. I didn't think nothing about it. I was just like, I thought it was an infection that would go away. I was dieting for the show. By May, when I got to the show, did the show, the lump was still there. Still thought it was an infection. Got really sick at the show. I did place 5th, but my wife had to carry me out. I had a show in June also, and I already paid for it, so I needed to do that show too. So I did that show also. Came back, went to the doctors. By October, I found out that I had squamous cell, which is from HPV virus. I had cancer. I had 3 months of radiation, 5 days of chemo. Doctors told me that I was going to need a feeding tube, a portal, and that I'd miss 6 weeks of work. I didn't take a portal, never had a feeding tube, and I missed 3 days of work. But I also lost 80 pounds. I went from 230 to 150 pounds right there. That's October 2014. By December 24th was my last radiation day.
By the way, this phone's gonna die, so I'm doing this and it's original and I have to do it this way and it works, so don't fix it.
Anyway, December 22nd was my last radiation right here. And I completed my therapy. That's our oral cancer walk. We have that every year.
Can you tell us a little bit about how it was when you were going through radiation, what it actually is? Because I personally don't know what radiation is, and it's a word that gets tossed around. So what does that mean, and what did you have to do?
I had to be placed on a flat board, and they literally had to clamp my face down to do the radiation. What it does is it's like a 5 to 10 minute little shot of radiation in certain areas. Like I had 4 areas on my face. After that, a few weeks, you start losing your taste. It starts tasting like metallic. After that, the inside of my throat was burnt. So I was on a lot of...
Can you explain to us your throat? Because you explained to me a few times, but I think other people would appreciate a little back knowledge of what you're saying. So can you tell me like how it tenses up sometimes, like you said?
Yeah, the after effects, because of all the scar tissue, my face locks up, my jaw will lock up. I can't swallow anymore because I have no saliva glands. So I don't have no saliva. So I have to eat fattier meats. So
a little juicier.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm alive. I always told myself that I was gonna beat this. I was gonna go through this, and that I was gonna get back on stage.
Now, I'm very glad you said that because I want you to tell people a little bit about the contest prep that you had with Kyle Witherspoon after you beat cancer and you started going into a new prep. Now, how was this prep different after surviving cancer versus the other preps that you had faced? Was it harder, and was there other things that you had to do within that prep differently because of your situation?
Oh yeah, everything was different. It was actually a lot easier because I can't put any fat on anymore. For some reason,
That sucks.
my metabolism's so fast now that I can't put any fat on. But the prep was the same. It's just, it was harder because my face would lock up. I cramped up all the time because I have no fat. But in turn, I only had to do 30 minutes of cardio. The whole prep.
So you're literally fine with everything you had to do because you like doing something, and nothing was going to stop you from doing what you like to do.
Exactly. And that was my first show after. Which I got my inspirational trophy.
Can you show us that? Like, what inspirational trophy are you talking about?
Right there.
So these are all your bodybuilding trophies,
Yeah, and right there. Yep.
and these are the other trophies.
That's Arizona's Inspirational Athlete Award. That right there is a note that my boy Kyle read to me while I was on stage.
Kyle Witherspoon, great coach, great guy. A lot of
Yes.
positive things to say about that guy. I'm actually going to be interviewing him later on. He doesn't know
And
that yet.
I couldn't have done it without my wife and my kids.
Now, there's one more thing that I would like people to know about you. I'm going to close this door because it's making the lighting bad. And that's a good thing about raw, real, uncut documentaries is I didn't know the questions I was going to ask. I didn't know what we were going to do. It's raw, it's real, it's uncut. Real life heroes, in Phoenix, Arizona. Doesn't matter, just Arizona, getting the story out there. Now, one thing I want people to know about Bill is this. What happened in the last 30 days that dramatically changed your life, Bill?
Oh, I bought a smoothie bar.
You bought a smoothie bar. Okay, think bigger. What about a daughter you didn't see for 12
That's
years?
right.
Can you talk about that?
My daughter, I have not seen in 12 years, which she's right here. My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful daughter. I actually got to see her a couple weeks ago. I went to Oregon to go see her and we reunited. So yeah, it's,
Reunited and it feels so good.
so she's gonna be coming back June 3rd with me, and we're gonna go vacation in Sedona for a week.
For the very first time ever, and that's awesome. The last thing I want to close with this is tell people where your business is, what you do, and why they should come see you.
Well, I am a personal trainer for one over at Metroflex. I am the original trainer from Metroflex. I've been there.
Bill was actually
since-
my first trainer at Metroflex Gym as well.
So I was the first one to be a trainer over at the Metroflex. And I own a smoothie bar. It's in Metroflex. It's 1950 West Rose Garden Lane, Suite 140.
And that is a wrap.